missed your call earlier. Yeah, so I had a question. So I don't know if you can help me with this. This is the first time that we got invited to bid this project at the Presidio of Monterey.
Okay.
And my understanding is some interior work, some painting.
Yes.
My question is like how do we estimate? Because I know we had to pay the prevailing wage, prevailing wage, and so again we haven't done any of those projects in the past. The only one or the closest to something like that was for a local a community college, and that one it was just a cabinet that we had to go fix for the contractor. But that's as close as we've been to
Are
doing
you
something
bidding
like
it
that.
directly to the federal government, or are you bidding it as a sub?
I believe as a sub.
Okay, if you're first of all, I would never recommend that anybody that's been in my program to ever bid anything as a subcontractor. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
reason why you couldn't bid the contract as a federal contract. But that said,
Okay.
there's nothing wrong necessarily to bidding as a subcontractor. So
Yes.
really, the question becomes, how much do you want to charge him?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So for me, I know like I was checking their rates, and I believe like just any painter, I think their rate, if when we pay him hourly, I think it's gotta be at, if I'm not mistaken, it's gotta be like 81.
Okay, so
Um,
so they gave you a Department of Labor wage rate determination sheet, and it showed a painter was like $50 per hour plus $30 fringes or something like that.
so I'm gonna go meet the contractor tomorrow.
Okay, so you'll need to look
Yes.
at that wage rate, and it's going to be a combination of the two because you're not a union outfit. So
No.
it's you'll add the left number and the right number together, and that will be the hourly rate. Now I don't know if you pay your guys more than that or less than that, but on this job you'll have to
Less.
pay at least that amount.
Yes, correct. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Correct. And then okay, so then at least that, right? And then I heard it. I mean, I heard it from different painters or contractors in the area, people that they done something similar to not exactly Presidio, but there's another part of, yeah, part or branch of the same Presidio in Monterey, and they say it is basically they charge like anywhere from, some people say like, oh, you just gotta go like 160 an hour. But then I'm like, I'm not just gonna throw a number, like not knowing how much I have to pay my guys, because if when they give me the what is that called, the sheet that you were talking about,
The wage rate determination sheet.
wage, the
Mm-hmm.
wage rate, I'm like, when I get that, then to me that's gonna determine, and the way for us in the private industry, we always had to, whatever budget we had to allocate 40% for our labor. So that's kind of how we go in the private industry. So that means, let's say, um, for them, if let's say they're gonna say, your rate is gotta be $70 plus the fringe. So the fringe, what is exactly, is that something related to union, or is it
It
just
is. It's
any?
something related. In other words, if you were a union outfit, you would
Okay.
only have to pay your guides the wage rate, not the fringe, because the fringe is part of being in the union. It's union dues cover their health coverage and their insurances and that kind of stuff. So, but because you're not a union rate, you have a disadvantage against a union paint shop. Okay?
Correct.
And your disadvantage is that you'll have to be paying your guys the wage rate plus the fringes.
Correct, and that's what I was. That was my understanding, because the last little project that we did, which we did it like back in December of last year, and that's what I found out, that we had to pay on top of the regular wage. We had to pay the fringe, and I didn't know that. And then another thing is, I guess, part of the process, I guess, is I had to notify the local union, and we did notify the local union, and part of it is, or the process is that I had to let them know or
Whoa,
notify them.
time out. Who told you
Yes.
you had to notify anybody?
This was the contractor. So again, this was the contractor that. I mean, this was something simple.
Well,
It was
he's giving you bad information. You do not have to
okay.
notify any union of anything.
Oh, okay. So that's good to know. Okay. So now on this one, then I'll have those questions for tomorrow, because I'm meeting the contractor tomorrow at 1 p.m. So that way I can. And again, for me, it's like, if I get the job, with them, I mean, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But for me, it's like I want to make sure our numbers are gonna cover everything, and that we're gonna get our profits, our margins.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So then one thing that I'm gonna check tomorrow, and I'm saying is the contractor. I'm saying it's a GC, because they're actually requesting for a California state license. That's what I'm like. As far as I know, if you get you're granted a federal contract, you don't have to have a state license, correct?
Only if the contract requires that the work be performed by a license. So the prime contractor, that's why I tell my guys, you don't ever want to be a subcontractor. You want to be the prime contractor, because as a prime, you don't have to have any license whatsoever. And
Okay.
on a lot of federal contracts, you don't have to have a license of any kind. But in some federal contracts, it might say all roofing must be performed by a licensed roofing contractor in the state of California. Well, then the guy doing the work has to have that, but the prime doesn't.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Did you go through the workshop yet?
I haven't finished anything, to be honest. I only started with the video, and I'm halfway over the program. And that's fully on me.
That's okay. How are you liking it?
So far, it's so much information. Like now that you're telling me this, I'm like, yes, it's refreshing my all the knowledge, everything that I've been learning through. I'm like, yes, and so a lot of the stuff that you're telling me right now is like, yes, I already saw it. I already seen it on the video, on the training.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So
is this the best training in the whole wide world?
You know what? It is. Hands down, it is.
And how handy is it to be able to pick up the phone and call me and get the right answer every time?
Nah, it's all worth it. Like I tell everyone, I went to we took because we have a family-owned business, me and my brother-in-law, and so we took his son and my son to Dallas, which I think you're in Dallas too, right?
I'm about 3 hours south of Dallas. I'm in Austin.
Oh, okay, Austin. Okay, yeah. So we took him to right outside Dallas. I forgot the name of the place, but we took him over there for a sales boot camp, and I told him, I'm like, man, it's like a lot of the stuff right here doesn't apply for us, and a lot of the stuff it's like it's stuff that we already know, like I already know, and I'm like, your stuff is completely different, because I'm like, that's a completely different animal, something that not just anybody's gonna teach you. It's not on a book that I know. So your stuff is great, man.
Well, I'm glad to hear it's helpful.
Yes, no, definitely. Yes. Yeah. So then, you know what? Again, tomorrow I'll go and meet the whoever I'm gonna meet tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I'll ask those questions, and when after I'm done, at the 1 o'clock appointment, I'll be calling you with giving you the information that I gathered from them.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to that call.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Sean. I really appreciate your help.
Yeah, you bet, Jose. I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.